And days after torrential rains battered most parts of the western region, some communities are still filled with water, forcing some residents out of their homes. Correspondent Natalia Kwanzaa has been to the Akango area, one of the affected villages in the Nzima East municipality of the western region, where residents are still paddling canoes to get out of the community.
For years, residents of Akango and its adjoining communities have been battling perennial flooding at the peak of the raining season. This year has not been exceptional. A kilometer of the road is still underwater. I am told the situation is worse with other communities in this municipality. Some residents shared with me what they say has been an annual ritual. They have made several complaints for help, but to no avail.
5 days. Yentimin chakra ya ko hanso aduane a yebedi so e den yemaye ti ye baye o se ye twawe ye du honso na moto san fire e du edwom ho.
It's been 5 days and we haven't been able to cross over. Food is also a problem. We go through hell for transportation. In and out, the fares cost us 4 cedis, which is 2 cedis each. For me, I would like it if they gave us a bridge. This happens every year. I've been here for long. I'm from the village near Isiama. Last year, it didn't happen. It just did once a while. But this year, it has happened.
Afi ba kono de abiansi e woman na abia besi e woman na afi ba kono de ansi e na fi we na sansi
From here is a town called Douala. They are even worse off. The kids there have not been to school the whole of this week. Even I was almost attacked. So if you can pass by and see if you can help out, it will help a lot.
As bad as the situation is, others are also making fortune out of the situation. Maxwell and his friends here are owners of these canoes, are cashing by transporting people in and out of the flooded area.
Okay, my friend said entire system. My friend said the last time I said 4 years in it. Until you do sometime, Santa Craya you tell me. But we didn't and when I wait, I said, Monsieur, at to be brain so count, say, crown. I am a baby 2009, and also Sweden, and baby a drink there. It's a way cry, wait there, and kept to a one. Oh, and Sunday, I said, you had a opportunity to advance about Sunday. Maybe I have more motor cannon for back be 2 cities. Nebu was a far moto, Sima, Yokadano, and the 20 cities. And in the final can I say, my best at 10 and 15 cities, and I said, no, baby, I went there. I went to Raba. I had ye. But you don't got to be also say, and so say you consider because I see a sea in a kind of account on an account to say, pay for Sikano. Tina, your bread.
Assembly member for the area, Aswa Beni, says they have lost hope as they have continuously engaged stakeholders on their predicaments but have not seen any action to help mitigate the flooding.
Oh, it hasn't been easy. When the road came here around 1989, and then since the completion, we've been complaining to Adamus, we've been complaining to Regent District, but there hasn't been any effort to the whatever we are asking them. Even recently, about 4 months ago, they went to Regent. They came to take design from main Takwa Road to Douala. Looking that by the close of the year, maybe something possible will happen. As at now, there hasn't been any development. Okay, actually, it has been a worry to us. But all the same, what do we do? Unless maybe there is a serious issue like this, when you come to aid, and maybe we will head somewhere. But the design is there already. It's in Accra.
Schools have been shut until the water recedes.
Well, except of the devastation there, but joining us via phone now is the Regional NADMO Director, Abdul Ghani Mohammed. Thank you so much for your time. So it appears that you're still battling with the flood waters. What steps or further measures are you putting in place to contain any further disaster?
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother. Hello?
Yes, Abdul, if you can hear me, I'm just asking about what further measures you're putting in place to contain any further disaster in the area.
Yeah, thank you so much. Currently, we have been moving with some of the municipality and the districts within our jurisdiction to witness some of the areas. Critically, there are areas which has been identified as those areas are flood-prone areas, and there are buildings along that stretch, which of course is not permitting the floodwaters to pass through to the final destination. So we have been speaking to them, and then we are meeting with the MC, so that we will have a discussion, so that measures will be taken, so that demolition, if it's demolition should take place, so that others will also learn from what is happening, because it's not proper that indiscipline in our community is becoming rampant these days. People are building without permit, and they put up the building because they know that at the end of the day, if they put up the building, they will be granted with permit. And as I'm speaking, there are areas that we have gone through that many of them, they need to do a demolition so that the rest of the citizenry will have their peace, because individuals have gone to put up such buildings and preventing the flow of the water. So currently, I believe that at meeting with the MCE at ECMA and some of the areas, I believe they will carry on their duty to make sure that we'll have sanity in our community.
And we know that the president earlier this year gave a directive for all local assemblies to demolish structures on waterways. It's not necessarily the responsibility of NADMO, but how are you collaborating with the local assemblies there to deal with what is widely known as part of the challenge?
Yeah, that is why we are saying that we can't even go to the field without the engineers, because they have the scheme of the development of the areas. So they probably know where people have been encroached. So what we have discussed preliminarily on the field was that some of the encroachers who have taken advantage to encroach on the buffer lands within the stretch of the rivers, they need to pull them down. So we are going back with the assembly to have that discussion, so that by the close of this year, some action will be taken, and then we'll have a free flow of water, because currently, although Western region is known in history that it's area where we have a lot of rains in the year, but currently we are having a very serious challenge at hand, because we are having a lot of rainfalls, and at the same time we are having a lot of floods within our community. This morning it was rained heavily, and when you go to the field, you see that everywhere is flooded, including some communities that were previously not flooding. This time around, it's getting flooded.
All right then, Abdul, we'll definitely get back for some updates on what's happening in the Western region, but I'm grateful. Now,